Hey there, Wendy here with Jazzydoodledesigns, and today I thought I would show you how I colored the scales on this dragon in Kirby Rosanna's World Within Worlds. So I'm using Inktense pencils, and I'm going in just on the very inside edge of each of the scales, and I'm using indigo blue. And I'm just drawing it out about maybe a quarter of the way. And I will speed up this process intermittently. I'll show you some in real time and then speed it up. However, I will say, unfortunately, I lost several pieces. I was going to do a full color along on this, but I lost some of the footage. So my apologies. But I'm going to speed it up now. So the key to this is I wasn't trying to be meticulous. Some of them it's more like half, some of them it's a third, some of them it's a quarter. That will allow some variance of color when when the final product's done, which I think lends to the realism. Okay, so the second color is deep cerulean. So the first one was deep indigo, and this is deep cerulean. And basically I'm just putting right up next to that indigo and just pulling it out a little bit of color. I'm not necessarily going over it, but you can. Ultimately, they're going to blend anyway, but I'm just pulling it out a little ways, just like I did the first one. Now, you can vary this depending on what you like. So if you wanted a much darker one, then pull the indigo out farther. If you wanted more of a mid-tone, then I would use more of this cerulean. If you want more of the teal color that I put in, then you would add more of that. And I will speed this up as well. All of Kirby's pages are just a labor of love. I love his pages, but they definitely take a little effort. This is sped up to like 40 times. Okay, so next I'm going in with teal green. And once again, I vary this a little bit. I do try and leave a tiny bit of white up at the very edge, just mainly because if you leave the white, when you put the teal in, then it'll just be a little lighter teal up at the tip. And that's the look I was going for. So here I sped it up quite a bit again. I think it's like 90 times. I don't want to bore you guys. So next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add these color shifting watercolors. It's by Iuli, and I'll leave a link in the description. She's on Etsy. But basically I'm going to use this teal. And I apologize. This is the only footage I have of me activating it. Some of these I activated starting with the blue to draw the dark in, and others I started at the teal and kind of pulled that color as the main color, and that's why you can see a lot of variance. Also, the amount of watercolor you use makes a difference. Okay, once again, I didn't get footage of it, but as you can see, I went along the tips here on each of the edges of these with gold Sparkle Pop. So this is the pen I used. Gold Sparkle Pop. And I just went along the tip of each of the scales. But I wanted to show you, I'll try and tilt the book so that you can see all of the shimmer and the shine. And I don't know if you can see the color shift there. There you can, up on the horns, how they kind of go almost a purple. So I hope you found this video helpful. I apologize for my lack of filming ability, and we'll catch you on the next one.